Let's start setting SMART goals for your ministry. I'm going to do that one more time without the hand wave. Keep it down. Hello, my name is Nick, and I am the Chief Marketing Officer here at Kingdom One. And at Kingdom One, we believe that churches and ministry should be courageous, healthy, and effective, and we help you do so. One of the key ways that you can do so in your marketing and communications department is through clarity. Creating SMART goals is really important, and in today's video, I'm going to break down the SMART goals acronym so we can all be on the same page of setting SMART goals that are effective and that work. The S in SMART goals does not stand for Septuagint like a lot of you theologians might be thinking. It stands for specific. And specific versus non-specific goals are a world apart. A specific goal might look like increase your brand awareness by 15% within the next 6 months through social media campaigns. That's nice because that is specific. Non-specific are things like, I want my social media to be better. What do you want about your social media to be better? Do you want it to look better, perform better, have better copy, have better design? There are so many different areas on which you can get lost with having non-specific goals. When it comes to having SMART goals, being specific is the first step. I know you'd be happy if I told you that the M in SMART goals stood for milkshakes because that would just be rad. I would love to go to In-N-Out with you if that's possible. But tracking progress by monitoring your social media metrics, such as engagement rate, follower count, and website traffic, is really key in creating the measurable part of SMART goals. Measurement is really, really key, and you might have some measurements that you've created on your own. Maybe you have a reach metric, which is an aggregate of multiple numbers, or some other metrics. Having a Google Sheet or a Microsoft Excel document is really key that you can track weekly. Tracking weekly allows you to deploy a little bit of magic in the fact that you can start to see what are trends that are happening week over week. So that can tell you like seasons of the year, what happens. Or the other thing is to think about deploying strategy. What are things you can do to influence that follower count or to influence your engagement rates or watch time? That is so important. The final thing I will say is please don't put any social media metrics, engagement, follower counts, or website traffic in milkshakes. It kind of makes it taste bad. The A in SMART goals stands for achievable. It also could be like ambition, like it's an ambition check for real, because a lot of times we create these goals and we think we can get to them faster, or it's going to take less dollars, or we can actually be off on our predictions. One thing that I suggest to make sure that your goal is achievable is to research the industry benchmarks and the best practices to ensure that the goal is realistic. Meaning if you want to grow your email list, 10%, that might take some time. That might take a concerted effort. While, maybe getting your watch time on some videos up to 400% could be actually really easy if you deployed a few key things. And so depending on what your goal is, make sure that they could be reasonable and realistic, And then the second thing is make sure you have the allocated resources. A lot of times goals don't fail because of ambition. They fail because the resources aren't there, and time is a resource. So keep that in mind. Do you have the time, the bandwidth? Is this going to be achievable? That might mean having a conversation with your direct report or even the ministries that you partner with to make sure that you have the time, the bandwidth, and the resources to achieve your goal. The R in SMART goals stands for relevant, but if it was up to our CVO, Stephen Bush, it would stand for razor run. And I suggest you do not go on a razor run with him. But relevant goals mean that you align your goal with the organization's overall mission and objectives to ensure that it addresses specific ministry needs, because that is important. If you were to have a goal that is outside of your organization's overall mission and objective, what you can do is you can actually derail some are initiatives that are already going, or even worse is you can actually achieve your goal and then damage the reputation of your ministry because now you are known for something other than the mission and the objective. And so having mission and vision, that's critical. As a leader, as a marketing professional, you should always have your ministry's mission and your vision at the core of everything you do. So that's really important to stay relevant. And then finally, make sure it addresses the specific ministry need that is going out. That's going to help you tremendously. The T does stand for time bound, which is really nice. You got that one right. You can set a clear deadline for achieving the goal and just ensuring that there's a sense of urgency and focus. There are a lot of things you can do to deploy great time bound constraints to your goal. One is to think about a waterfall, and a waterfall is simply a way of measuring how you're going to do the work over a period of time, and then reverse engineering that so that you know what the day-to-day goals are. And so deploying something like project management, like an Asana, a ClickUp, or a Monday is going to be really key in making sure that there is a time-bound feature to your SMART goal. Well, that's today's Fix It in 5. We ran out of time, but there is a part 2 where we're going to go over 7 tools that will help you achieve your SMART goals. Keep an eye out for that. And if you are a ministry leader and you're a marketing professional and you feel that you are at your bandwidth, Kingdom One is here to help. You can go to kingdom1.co/get-started today, fill out the form, and somebody will be in contact with you where we can work on a scope of work that is going to impact your marketing and ministry towards courageous, healthy, and effective. Thanks so much for tuning into today's video. And until we chat again, let's grow the church together.